How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggy with Elmo. And today we're getting played a little bit of Star Trek's Captain's Chair. So I did play a learning game, I'll call it that. It is not a how to play. It is in no way, shape, or form probably a best way to play during Extra Life Game Day or Tabletop Appreciation Week a couple weeks ago, and my brain was mush. So we're going to hope some of that sunk in. We're going to try the actual solo mode, and we're going to start our 5-year mission. So we're going to boldly go where, well, I haven't gone before, so, as it would be. We are going to continue with Sisko. Since I already played Sisko, I figured I'd have a slight idea how he plays. And then, of course, we'll go through a combination of the baddies, right, from this box. And then, of course, we do have the new expansions, the 2 new expansions coming. So I'll probably throw some of them into the 5-year campaign. I don't remember what happens if you lose. I guess we'll figure that out when I lose here today. But let's go ahead and flip over and see what we got set up. Now, again, this does take up a lot of room. This is the full layout, and I hope I have enough room because I remember last time Sisko had lots of planets. I guess at a certain point I can try to start tucking or stacking. I guess we'll find out. I know for the bot, he is only going to have probably at most like 2 cards, maybe. Like he might have his duty officer, maybe a location or 2. We'll see. This does seem like it takes up a lot of room. So if that's something you're not a fan of, well, here we go. One thing I want to point out, you will see all these nice nifty tokens here. These were sent to us to preview and show off to you guys during our playthroughs. You can, of course, get them from the link in the description. That'll take you out to their Etsy shop. But there's a bunch of them. They have the glory tokens. All of them are really cool. Like this one has like a star. They have like a starred speckle. You can see it in the reflection there. Little star speckled banner. Starred spangled one. Speckled pattern, not banner. The away team tokens are really cool because they're like that, but they actually transition on it. So like this is gold and it transitions to like a purple. So that's cool. The other one kind of does the opposite. It goes from blue to a green. I'm not sure how well that one showed up on camera. And then there are tokens for your exhaust, right? So the cool little Starfleet ones here, which are the ones, of course, I'll be using for each of the different, there's a blue one too, there we go. For each of the different, what do they call them? The stations, the specialties, the groups, science, medical, so forth. And then there is another group of tokens that you can get if you prefer a particular faction. So he's got tokens for all of those as well. These are same thing. It's just got like a pearlescence on the green. Which one of these had something going on? Oh yeah, this got like stars, little sparkles on the back of it. This one has that pearlescence again. So yeah, just really nice looking tokens. Really good upgrade. For this game. If this is a game you like, this is a game you want to play, go check them out. Again, link down below. You can go out to their Etsy shop and pick these up. Oh yeah, I forgot the mission. There's the mission complete token. So same thing, it uses that star speckled filament, I guess is what it is. I don't know what to call it, but really cool looking. Well, there we go. I am going to be Sisko, so we're going to try to be Sisko. We're going to try to go at this. If you want to know how to play this game, go watch somebody else's video, because me doing over a rules overview is probably not the best way to learn this game. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. So we are going against Koloth, which is the Dahar Master. Dahar Master? I don't speak Klingon, sorry. Don't turn on your Klingon subtitles. There's nothing in there. But basically the way that he's going to work is we have these 2 cards, and as we draw cards from the deck based on this number here, then we're going to activate his cards and do things. Otherwise, for us, we just play our normal cards and see what we can accomplish. If I remember correctly, Sisko wants a lot of star bases. So basically go, have 4 ships deployed, have either my yellow or my red at 7+. So last time I was getting them both up. I didn't realize that. I should have just gotten one of them up. Although it did take me almost to the very end to get the 4 ships. So I definitely want to focus on ships this time. And then something... Oh, in-game here. I score 1 point per controlled location. So I want locations and ships. That's what I want. Locations and ships. So the first thing I need to do is get a duty officer into play. I liked Quark. Quark built me a lot of... he built me a pretty good engine at the beginning last time, right? Because I was able to get tons and tons of Latinum, but that was because I had his brother. I had Rom also in play. All right, so spin 1 Latinum to scan for a person. If the gain card is a business, draw a card. The gain card has shady, take an incident. So scan 1 basically means I can look at the top card. Because it's 1, I can only look at 1. I think I messed that up on my other play. So let's go ahead and do it. I mean, what's the worst going to happen, right? So we'll take our first action to play Quark. So flip that over. And so we will scan 1. I don't think I want him. Play, put all persons into your staging area without triggering their play operation to duplicate the play operation of a person or cargo from the market or your discard pile. Activation, we can spend 1 crystal to find a card in your draw deck. That's not horrible, but I don't think it's great. So let's go ahead and see if we can get Rom. I don't think we will on this draw, but scan 1. Holy cow. I promise I shuffled, guys. I really do. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and put him on the top of the deck because we're going to want him out. We basically want to beam him to the station. Yeah, draw deck or discard pile. All right, so that was that. That was our first action. We did need to spend some Latinum though. Resupply, again, this is why we want a resupply with Ferengi, with his brother, so we're good there. After resolving an operation with a cost, gain 1. That doesn't happen because he's not in our tableau yet. So we are going to do that though, however. We are going to activation here. So we're going to exhaust this. Promote a person. Oh, sorry. It was from my hand. Oh, dang it. That's fine. It's okay. It's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Activation, discard a card to either beam a card here or recall a beamed card here. So that I want later, because that's how I get Rom up here, and then it's a guaranteed Ferengi in play. If you have any away team here, draw a card. If you have 3 here, so I can send an away team to a location with Starfleet or Starbase. So I can send them to mine, right? Because mine is a Starbase. Location. Oh no, here. I thought I had a Starbase. Where's my Starbase? This is Starbase. There we go. Yeah, Deep Space Nine is a Starbase. So I can send something to Deep Space Nine. I could send it here or here if I want to start taking those. Now, that was one thing I wasn't worried about, was how to take control of last game. And that's because I wasn't worried about anybody else going in there, so I always would get them. So maybe I want to do that. So this one, control, I can gain a person. If it's scientist engineer, would gain a glory. Reaction, after putting a encounter into play, gain 1 glory. And you may log a card from your hand. That seems really good for a starting location. Control here, no effect, but on resupply, can discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Share at least 1 trait with your captain. I had that last time. I think I want to go here. So we're going to go ahead and use our second action Go ahead and beam there. And for a third action, so this I can draw a card, discard a card. I can just gain 2 crystals. I have my wormhole play, take control of this location. Oh, so this becomes my location. Control, look at the top 3 cards of location and put them on the top or the bottom of the deck in any order. Really don't care about that control. However, activation, discard a person to warp a ship. Activation, discard a card to find an anomaly. Do I just play that? Put this card on the top of your deck to gain a person. Take an incident and gain an ally. Who's the ally? The Denobulans. Gain a person, log this card. Acquires yellow at 3, which I would have. Scan 3 of a person to log this card. So he basically is going to give me a person. But I'll have to take an incident. But I have this, pay an incident, or take an incident to gain a ship. So I think we're just going to play this to get 2 crystals. Play this, draw a card, which we knew was going to be Rom. Yeah, which we knew was going to be Rom. What's his reaction? After gaining Latinum, you may draw a card from you. Okay, I didn't care for that. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and use after our last play. We're going to play that to take control. When we take control of this location, I may free play a ship. I don't have any ships, so unfortunately that doesn't help me. Look at the top 3 locations, put them on the top or bottom. The beginning of the game, so this means these are going to be the one starting location. And 2 other ones. So the starting one has no location. Reveal your hand. For each person, gain a crystal. You take control, take an incident, and put it on the bottom of your draw deck. Regular 1. You can find a scientist, or you may spin 3 crystals, scan for a scientist. After putting a scientist into play, gain 1 glory. In game, score 1 point for each of your anomaly cards. Actually, like, this one seems good, but I'm not really a fan of these 2. So it says I have to put them at the top and... Oh, it says the top and or the bottom. Okay, so I can put everything where I want them. So I kind of like this location. So I'm going to keep him on top. Put these other 2 on the bottom. That's what I'm thinking. All right. Activation, I can discard a person to warp a ship. That doesn't help me. I can discard a card to find an anomaly. Find is from my... choose a matching card from your hand, draw deck, discard power, reserve deck. I don't think I have any anomalies yet. I do not think I have anomalies yet, so I don't... I mean, I can do that, but I would have to discard a card, and I don't want to discard this card. So, we're going to go with that. So, that is... There's my action phase. There's my... I got this handy dandy on BGG. They got this handy dandy player aid. Let's see if it actually helps me at all. Play operations, table operations, completing goals, unused actions. All right, cleanup. So we're on cleanup. Resolve the star date. So to resolve the star date, there is no resolve star date. So we are going to place glory, take 1 glory, place it on the one of the 4 cards in the market. I need ships, right? So let's do the ship. We'll do the ship. Discard and draw. We're going to discard these 3. I need more space. Space. All right, discard those. We're at 2, 3, 4, and there we get, of course, we get the Rio Grande on this turn. And it's going to take us a while to get, oh, what's his name? Quark back out there. So that's that. All right. So now we are going to go to the, I definitely need the player aid. Now we're going to go to the boss's turn, or the bot's turn. So the bot, no, bot, here we go. Resupply, bot doesn't have resupply. Control, there's no control. The bot has secured a location, no. Action, bot draws many cards as a star date. We're currently at 2. So we're going to do 1, 2. Right. Flip the first card face up, which should be their ship. It's always going to be their ship. So that is going to go into, it's probably going to go into play. So we're going to look at our card here. It's Klingon. There is no Klingon. So we can go to the other card and we look at ship, deploy this ship. All right. And send a crew member on away team to a location. They're going to want the location that's worth the most points to them, which would be that one. If there's an in-game, that gives them like +5 to that. All right, and then we do the second card. This is a directive. It's not on this one. There you go. Directive. Discard the top 3 cards of the bot deck, which is going to accelerate them. 1, 2, 3. They gain 1 red. They take an incident card, which means it goes on the top of their deck. And then they send an away team to a neutral zone again. So there they go. So that was that. That was them playing the cards. So play the cards. Yeah, that's it. That's the bot's turn. All right. So now we're going to go to the cleanup. So resolve the star date. No resolution. They're going to place a glory. I don't know how the bot places glory. How does the bot place glory? Or is it just my choice? Maybe. Maybe it's my choice how the bot places glory. Bot attacks. I gotta get to the glory. That's the whole. It's not all. I mean, it's a couple pages of rules, but they do a whole turn sequence. Incidents. Bot attacks. Attacking the bot. All right, here we go. All right, the bot decides to place the glory on Harry Mudd since it's the 2 cards, which has a value 1 for you. The other has more tokens on it. All right, so where does it say that? So that's a value 1 for me. That's a value 1 for me. So where does it say to place the tokens? Here we go. Select a marker card that is the least valuable to you. If there's a tie, select a card with fewer resources on it. If there's still a tie, it's the leftmost card. All right. Boop. That seemed to work. That seemed to work. All right. So I did that. Place the glory. Discard. They don't discard. And then they draw. Didn't tell them to warp their ship, though, did it? Well, guess another card will tell them to do that. All right, so we go to my resupply. I have no resupply actions. How do I beam somebody there? I think I screwed that up last time because I was beaming people with him to here, and this isn't Starfleet or a starbase. So I'll have to send my own ship there. Trying to make sure I didn't miss any. Oh, here, I did miss this. Oh no, I haven't taken control of anything. Trying to make sure I didn't miss any activations I should have done on my previous turn. Okay, resupply, I have no resupply. Control, he's got 2. There needs to be at least 2 more than your opponent, so there's got to be 3. Or 2 more to equal 3, whatever the math is, to take control of. All right, so now we're going to do my actions again. So I have Rom, and I want to beam Rom up there. So if I play Rom, I can spend Latinum that I don't have. I can get Latinum by exchanging that glory. It's the only way. Let me double check. Beaming is from my hand. Yeah, I think beaming actually is from my hand too. It doesn't say it on there. Why is beam not on there? I think beaming is from my hand. Let's hear beam. Take a card from your hand. Yeah, all right. So that's fine. That's what I want to do anyways. All right, so I'm going to do the activation to discard a card to beam a card there. So I want to keep my ship. I didn't use her last time because I didn't do the attacks because I didn't have anybody to attack, but now I got somebody to attack. Find people of Bajor and dismiss an opponent's Cardassian or Dominion of their choice. Promote this to duty officer. So that's not going to come in handy because he may or may not ever have that duty officer. I can play to gain 3 red and 1 glory. Your opponent gains 1 yellow, which wouldn't be bad. So I kind of like her for that. After your opponent takes control of a location, draw a card and gain a crystal. I don't really care to get that ally. I think I do want... Oh, I already used that card to gain a ship. Dang it. This increases my specialty track. Oh, what card do I want to get rid of? I think we'll get rid of... We'll discard Recruit to beam there. Now we have Rom there. That exhausts our starbase. Yep. All right. So again, I can beam somebody there with Sisko. I can deploy this ship, which then would allow me to get there, so that way I can start beaming away team there to get me more draw power. So let's definitely do that. So we're gonna go ahead and play that. That's our first action. We're gonna play this to deploy the ship. On play. Oh no, I can't do that yet because I just played the ship. Okay. Oh no, I can't. So activation. We're gonna go ahead and activate it. We're gonna spend 1 to warp this ship here. Right? I think. Do I have another card that lets me beam away teams? Actually, now I don't even know if I have an ability to beams an away team there. I don't think I do right now. So let's just do this. Let's go up here. Let's try to take control of this. So I think with that same thing, how much would I gain? I've got 1, 2 yellow. Let's go ahead and use Sisko. Send another one there. So now I have 3 here. 1, 2, 3. I have 2 more than my opponent because my opponent has none there. So as long as he doesn't send any there on his turn, I'll be able to take control of that. So for my last one, could gain crystals. I don't need crystals. And this would only give me 2. So I think we're going to go ahead and play Kira for the last action. We're going to play gain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we gain 1 glory. Which again, I can sell that to get Latinum if I need it. And my opponent gains 1, whatever the I guess diplomacy is. All right. That's all I can do. That's all 3 of my actions. Make sure I don't have any activates. Can't do that because I don't have any people here. Yeah, I need this star base down here. That'll actually work. Once I get the star base down here, then I'll be able to use this. Because if I have 3+ total away teams on 1 or more controlled location, draw a card. So I may not be able to do the first one, but I can do the if statement there. I got to figure out how do I get people here. That's what I got to figure out. How do I beam somebody there? So, all right. Clean up. Stardate doesn't resolve. We're going to place glory. I guess it doesn't matter now at this point. We just put on one of them. Discard down. Draw back up. So I have 1. So that does mean that I get to shuffle. And I get my first reserve card. All right. I get my first reserve card. So 1. Oh, which is the Defiant. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I got Quark. Exactly what I want for next turn. All right. Flip back my action tokens down here. And we go over to the Empire. All right. So he doesn't resupply. He doesn't have control yet. So I'm going to do 2 cards. Do this one first. So it is... Oh, hang on. That was supposed to be... Oh, that was the one that he had to take. That's right. So incident. Gain a red. Or, because that's the greatest thing. Or a person... And if he doesn't have that, then do a person or ship. But he can gain a red. Send a away team to a neutral location. You may draw a card, return this card. So I'm kind of confused. He may draw a card, so I guess I can choose, do I want to let him draw a card? And then it returns that card. Either way. Why would I want him to draw a card? Not sure why I'd want him to draw a card. That seems not advantageous to me. All right. All right. That was the first one. So he is going to gain control of this location on the next one. All right. So this one is Klingon, which we know is not on here. Attack is on here. So attack, the most valuable card in the market. Junk, the most valuable card in the market, ignoring any with tokens. Yeah, so it's gonna be this one because it's the only one that doesn't have tokens. I'm gonna put them up there because I don't want to deal with the junk pile. And then we got a unstable wormhole. And then if able, return a ship from your discard to the top of the bot deck. He has no ships. Otherwise, if able, you may dismiss a ship. Otherwise, if able, you dismiss a ship. All right, well, there goes his, there goes his ship. Otherwise, gain 1 glory. So he had a ship to dismiss, so he dismissed the ship. Discard that. Resolve the star date. So he's going to put it on the least valuable. So 2, 2, 2, 3, they're all the same. So he's going to do the leftmost. Well, it says with the least amount of tokens, didn't it? So this is the least valuable without tokens, so it would actually be this one. All right, that's it. All right, resupply. I have nothing to resupply. Oh, I forgot to take off my exhaust tokens. So we're going to go ahead and look for control. So I could stop his control by going there. So I do have control because I have more. Look, I have 2 more at that location than he has. So let me double check my control step. Neutral zone is secured if you have at least 3 tokens there and 2 more than your opponent, which I do. So these come back. This comes back. I take control of this. This gets discarded. This gets discarded. All right. When I take control, I gain a person. If as a scientist and engineer, also gain glory. Well, what is he? He is a person, but he's not an engineer. So, this is going to wipe in 2 more turns. That would give me a guaranteed glory. And he's the one that lets me copy something from the row, which I really don't care for that ability. So I think I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to go ahead and just take the top card. If it is a scientist or a engineer. He is not. He is a synthetic hologram. Oh, well. And I gain it. Here's the top of my row. And now as a reaction, after putting a encounter into play, I can gain a glory. You may log a card from your hand or discard pile. Special, when you log this card, warp all of your deployed ships to one other location, then draw 2 cards. Kind of like that. All right. And let's get us that other location. This was the one I kept. Which gives, I didn't even look at that, which gives me blues, and I really don't need blues. I want yellow and red. All right. So we get to play. First thing, of course, that we're going to want to do is promote a person to my duty officer, because I need to get me some latinum. So we are going to promote him from my hand. I can play attack, deploy and warp this ship. If the opponent has at least 1 ship at USS Defiance location, force them to discard 2 cards. Or I can play at 5, I'm not at 5. So attack, the difference between attack is not listed here. I like player aids, I do. I like player aids that have keywords. I would wish player aids had all the keywords. Like, honestly, the back of this should have the rest of the keywords, because these, to me, mean less than knowing what a keyword means. All right, so let's go back to attack. Oh. And then, of course, attack isn't one of the words in here. I think attack just means that it's bad for the other person, if I'm not mistaken. Play. Draw. There you go. Cards with attack traits have at least 1 attack operation. It can affect other players negatively, and some operations can react to defend against them. All right. So yeah, it's bad. It's bad for the opponent if that condition was met. So that's fine. I need to get this out. So we'll go ahead and do that as my first action. We will play, get the Defiant out. As an activation, do I want to stop him from getting that location? I guess is a question. He takes it. It's going to be the anomaly, which is not here. So then it'll go to a location, which he's going to log. He's just going to log the card on the bot deck, discard the top 2 cards of the bot deck. If a ship is in the bot discard pile, gain a glory. So he's going to gain a glory. He will gain a glory if I let him have that location. That's a lot. That's a lot for me to go in there. I don't think I want to even fight him for it. I guess I'll let him have that. I think I want this. Yeah. I think I want this. So I'm going to go ahead and spin the 1. Go ahead and get myself here. All right. So that was that one. Oh, here. After I took control of that location, I should have gotten 2. There's just so many keywords. You got to remember like all the reaction stuff, all the different stuff. So again, I need to start getting people beamed here so I can start taking advantage of that. But I need 3. That's the problem. 3 of my 6 would have to be here. This is Starfleet. Actually, I can beam somebody there, and it's a starbase. Yeah, I'm going to go do that. Second action. Let's go ahead and get ourselves... Let's get us a good foothold up there. Try and take that. All right. So, for our third action, gain 1 of the tracks, whichever is the lowest, which I would guess I would do yellow. I can spend 1 Latinum, which I don't have, to gain, which would be good because he has a reaction where every time I spend a Latinum, I get a glory. Or just gain crystals now. Gain 1 specialty track for each matching skill icon you have in play, excluding beamed cards. So I have 1 yellow, 2 yellow, or 2 blue. 2 yellow wouldn't be bad. Or here, play, draw a card, then discard a card, warp up to 2 of my ships. Oh, so this would have actually kept me from having to do this. Huh. I think I should have done that. Actually, let me take that back. Take that activation back. I'm going to play this. I'm going to draw a card. Discard a card. Attack play requires 5. No, I don't have that, so can't even do his attack play. So he's useless to me until I get blue up to 5, and I wasn't going to work on blue. But I could discard a card to beam a card here. But I have to discard a card now. Well, I'm not going to use him, so let's just discard him. Although, hang on, what is his reaction? After putting a synthetic into play, gain a glory. After putting a hologram into play, draw a card. If a card put into play has both traits, gain both rewards. Oh, so you want to get all the synthetics and holograms into your deck. Okay. Alright, so do that, and then that allows me to warp my ship. So we're back where we were. I could have warped 2 of my ships, but this ship cannot warp. So I don't understand the whole play to deploy this again, because I guess maybe somebody else has another card that'll make me have to discard that. I don't know. Discard a card to beam a card here. That would only give me the blue. Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead and play that for the third action. No, not her. This one. So we play that to gain specialty track. We'll do the 2. Now I'm debating, because I was already up the red. Now I think I am going to go with blue, because he needs, in order for me to even be able to use him, I need 5 blue. So I think we are going to do the blue. So I have what? I got 2 blues out there. Go ahead and take that up to 2. Alright. That's it. Clean up, resolve glory. Right? Yeah, I can't play her. Can't do that. Can't do... discard a person to warp a ship. No. Discard a card to find an anomaly. I don't have an anomaly. After putting an encounter, no. Then when I log a card, I'm not going to log that card. Not going to do that. Already do that. Alright. So, I kind of want to get the ship. I need to... I've got that card somewhere. I need to get it so I can get that ship. Is what I'm going to do. So on his turn, at the end of my next turn, then this is going to flip. Right? Right. Discard. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means this is my 5th card. It will be my recruit card. Or my reserve card. And then these ones get shuffled. Alright. So. Resupply. He doesn't resupply. Control. he does have control. So we already read this. Location, log the top card of the bot deck. So that goes there. And then... Oh, I think... no, that was available. It's controlled goes out. That wasn't controlled. So this goes there. No, there. Yeah, bot deck, discard the top... Okay, so log the top card of the bot deck. Discard the top 2 cards of the bot deck. If the ship is in the discard pile, which we know it is because we discarded it, then he gains a glory. Alright. So, that was control. So now we're going to... Get a new location. Control, no effect. Resupply would gain a crystal reaction. After playing Utilize, you may put a person on the top of your deck to duplicate Utilize's other play operation. That might be nice. Alright. He's going to draw 2 cards, which is his last 2 cards, so he will be getting a new card next turn. So, he will do... I forget what order this was. I guess it probably doesn't matter too much. Alright. Spy, no. Human, no. Attack, well, yes. Klingon, no. So there is attack, so we're going to do the attack. Junk the most valuable card in the market, ignoring tokens. So that would be this guy here. Which I was debating getting him. And then if able, return a ship from your discard pile. If able, return a ship from your discard pile to the top of the bot deck. So that comes back as his deck. Bot deck, otherwise if able, dismiss, and then otherwise gain a glory. So I'm trying to figure out when he wouldn't be able to dismiss a ship or draw a ship. Kind of confused on that one. Second card is a ship. So Klingon, we know is not on this card. So we're going to go over here for ship, which is deploy this ship. Deploy the ship. Oh, I missed that earlier. So earlier his ship needed to have explored. I missed that entire step. So it explores, meaning it's going to go where nobody else is instead of attack. So I did that wrong last time. So he may have actually would have gained that in an earlier turn. He's going to explore for what is the most valuable. So this is 3. This is 1. So he's going to go there. And then send an away team to the neutral location. So he's going there. That's where he's going to go hang out. Go have fun there. Yeah. Not a fan of that. All right. Then this is the only one that doesn't have a token, so he's going to put that there. He got rid of that, so that comes over to me. All right. Resupply. So we do have resupply. So we do finally start getting our Latinum income that we've been waiting on. And I have another Ferengi. So if you have 2+ Ferengi, I gain an additional. Unfortunately, this doesn't give me anything at the end of the game, and I was kind of thinking it would, so it's kind of like I just want to get a little bit of a stockpile and then replace him with somebody better. Any other resupply? No. Control? No. All right. Actions. So. I guess let's go. I'm going to flip my action tokens over. Let's just go ahead and... I forgot to take these off too. Jeez. All right. Let's go ahead and exhaust Sisko to beam. We have our 3 there that we need. All right, so I don't have any incidents yet. So she works good if I can get me some incidents. There we go. This is what I wanted. All right, so we're going to play Analyze. We're going to take an incident, which means it goes into our hand to gain a ship. which is what I need. I need 4 ships. Right now I'm at 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll give me my 4th ship. I just need them all out at the same time. All right. So that's good. This is getting white next turn anyways. So now we have an incident, which is what I wanted. We have an incident. If I play her, I can return the incident and gain a glory. This on play, I can spend 1 to refresh a ship. I don't care about that. I'm going to do exactly this. I'm going to play her, my 3rd action, to get rid of what I just got and gain another glory. So normally you would gain the glory from here, but since there was no glory, I gain it from the supply. All right. Do I have any play without? No, all my plays need an action. So, discard a card to either beam a card here or recall a beam card here. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to keep her until I get to 7 at least. So I don't want to beam her. Promote a person from your hand. Reaction after your opponent takes control of a location, draw a card. No. Activation, discard a person to warp a ship. I don't have any ships to warp. Don't have any encounters. Don't have any people to beam anywhere. So yeah, can't really do anything, I guess. Yeah. All right. So I can't do any of them. So we will do cleanup. Resolve the star date. So during the cleanup step, wipe the market, removing all tokens. All right. All right, so we have resolved that. We'll throw that over there instead. We have our new stardate card. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our market. I need Odo because I know Odo needs this shady character. So technically I need to get her. So, and then when I get Odo, he will combo with her. Or no, do I need to draw with Odo to get that to do something? Now I can't remember. All right. So I'll start place glory. Hang on. Would I place glory? Have you ever played Star Trek version of Mage Knight? There's a Star Trek version of Mage Knight? No. I mean, if I'm asking that question, I'm going to say no, I haven't. So where's that at? Cleanup. Resolve it, wiping, return all, place 4 market, reveal 1 card. Return the resolve stardate card to the box. Take 1 glory. Oh, so really it's not even 7. It's technically 6 because we are doing this right off the bat. So he allows me to draw 3 cards. I can take an incident to duplicate a play operation of pretty much anything in the row. Oh, for my log. Deploy ship, gain a cargo. If gain cargo is a weapon, beam it here and gain 1 glory. Play, deploy this ship. And it's going to go off with a red, which I'm doing the red. I think I'm going to do the ship. Let's give me an extra ship, maybe. Forgot to discard my cards. All right, discard. Oh no, that's what I'm at. Discard and draw. So 4. Got my USS Reliant. Oh, I forgot I gotta go find the Reliant. There's this Raptor. USS Reliant. There we go. Doing things right off the bat hits different when they're vampires. Or baseball, depending what off the bat is. All right, so back to the man of the hour. We have to draw 2. We can only draw 1, so that means he's going to get the top card of his deck for 2, or of his reserve. All right. So, first card. We knew it was the ship. We knew he can't do Klingon. We know this is going to get deployed. So that is... Nope. That one. So yeah, make sure we do this right this time. Deploy this ship. It explores. I don't know if he explores to the same location that he's already got a ship. Junk. Take, dismiss, promote, explore. Warp the ship token to the neutral location with fewest total tokens. Okay, so yeah, he doesn't want to go where anything else is. So he's going to go hang out there. All right. And then he's going to beam somebody to... Send a move away token neutral zone with the most bots tokens. All right, so he's got more here, so he's going to go there. So now he'll take control of that on his next turn if I don't go there. All right, Mara, person, scientist, Klingon. Scientist, discard the top card of the bot deck. Gain 2 glory. I don't like this. That's not good. Oh, sorry, doesn't gain 2 glory there. He gains 2 glory from here. And gain 1 yellow. I'm wondering where I got that glory from earlier. I don't remember if I got it from the card or not. I may have messed that up, so I have 1 extra. Playing two-handed. No, this is actually an Automa. It's actually a bot. So the bot has these cards, and they're down below, so that's why you guys don't see them. But there's these cards, so I have to look at the card, right? And I look at this first, and is that on this card? If so, then yes, I do the thing. If not, then I look at this thing to come on this card, and it tells me what to do. So it's actually kind of neat. It's easy to manage. The biggest thing is the space, right? Because like my guy needs lots of worlds, so I'm probably gonna have to slide this down and slide this over at a certain point. Because his stuff's starting to encroach on mine. So it's not as clean as I would like it. All right. So resolve star date. So he's going to go to whatever is the least valuable to me. It should be that guy there. Place glory, discard, draw. He doesn't do that. All right. So back to me. Resupply. I gain 2 latinum. Control. I do take control of this. Because I'm taking control, don't forget, as a reaction, I gain 2 crystals. This fortunately means that the Defiant gets discarded. This does come into play. Yeah, that's what I figure. I'm going to have to do this because I can't even put my extra planar I just got into play. So, take all my pretty tokens off to the side. Take all my resources off to the side. There you go. All right, get control. You may find a scientist, or you may spend 3 to scan for a scientist. I don't remember if I even have a scientist. Oh, I do have a scientist. I do have Jadzira. Which she allows me to gain 1 of whatever my lowest thing is. I can spend a latinum, which then gives me glory. Yeah, that works. So we're gonna go ahead and choose, add it to my hand. Yeah, that's fine. Now I have a new reaction. After putting a scientist into play, I gain a glory. In game, score 1 point for each of my anomaly cards. Now I need to go after anomalies. The Klingons encroaching in the neutral zone. Who would have thought it? Yeah. I always forget to take off my exhaust tokens. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. I don't want to take them off. All right. So, Yeah, so that is my control, and now I take my 3 actions. So we're definitely going to do this. We're definitely going to do that as my first play action. Gain 1, whatever is my lowest, and then I can spend 1 latinum to do it again. Because I spent a latinum, I get to get a glory. Yeah, worked out great. All right, now I need a new location up here. So the new location, control has no effect, but as an activation, I can spend 3 crystals to free play a ship, and I may refresh a ship. It's not too bad. Now the thing is, I can't beam anybody here because he's got a ship there. I could beam somebody there to take advantage of that, and I am trying to get up on my red track, and that is red. And so I got something else. All right, we got to get the ship into play. I don't have 5 yellow yet, so that's fine. We're going to have to use an action, get the ship into play. Deploy and warp this ship. So let's go ahead and warp it. Do I want to go there? Do I want to stop him from getting that? So that's a Starfleet, business, and human. She doesn't have any of those on his card. So that's basically going to be logging another card from his deck. Discard 2 cards. If there's a ship, he gains a glory. Oh, that's what it was. It was early when he gained a glory. So yeah, that card should have cycled off earlier because I think I took it from here. He does not have a ship in his discard pile, so I kind of don't mind him getting that one because he's not going to get glory this time. So let's go ahead and try to take the new one. Which almost makes me want to... do this. Almost. I say almost. Now let's go ahead. Let's do Kira. So we're gonna do Kira. You have 1 finger wide space available on the left edge, and 2 on the right. Yeah, if I have to spread out a little bit more. Yeah, we gotta go further. We're gonna play Kira. Kira gains us 3. 1, 2, 3. So we are at 6 of our 7 that we need there. We gain a glory. I think I did this wrong too. I think I gained the glory from her card last time. So technically I'm currently 2 rounds further than I should be. But I guess I've cheated for both of us. I've cheated for the Klingons and I've cheated for the Federation. Both people have cheated. Wrongdoings have happened. Then he gets a yellow. So do I have any activations that I want to do? Do I want to get rid of any of these 3 cards? Discard 3 persons to send the same number of away teams, or up to 3. So I can use this to just add people to a location. Draw a card, discard a card, warp up to 2 of my ships. I think I'll keep that for next turn. Put the top card of your deck and gain a person. Play, take a... Oh, dang it, I should have done this. I should have done that combo again. I didn't do that combo. I should have done that combo. Let me take back a couple moves. So I'm going to take that back. Drop that down 3. Right? Before I played her and did all the stuff I would have done with her, I should have played this as my first action. So that allowed me to take an incident, to gain an ally. Then I would have played... Oh, no, I wouldn't have. Never mind. Scratch that. I forgot. I used her for the Latinum. Never mind. Let's go back. We'll go back. Shouldn't try to take back something because then I forgot what I had done earlier. So we'll go back to this. 1, 2, 3. Gain the glory. Game 1. All right. Yeah, that's what I had to do. That's fine. When I put... Did I remember to do this? See, now I don't remember when I played her that I remember to do this because it's the whole reason I played her. I hate when that happens. In baseball, the home team is surprised when the away team beams down. So, get rid of the chat. All right, that's about when I played her. All right, this is me sliding. Okay, I'm at the point where I was sliding everything over. All right, so I played her. Got a Latinum. No, I did not get a glory. All right. There, fixed. Got my glory. All right. Wow, this round went really quick because there was so much glory taken during that round. That was crazy. Okay. So it can go a lot quicker, I guess, if you got a lot of cards that just keep giving you glory. I got a pile of glory over here, though. All right. So is there any activation I want to do? Free activations. No. 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 No, I don't have any anomalies. Where'd I put my cards? Here we go. Reaction, no. Reaction, no. Warp a ship, discard a card. Nope. Alright, so there's nothing else I want to do. So, clean up, resolve the Stardate card. So that is going to go there, I guess. I really don't care where it goes. That means he will be resolving this. All right. Discard. And draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got our wonderful Moriarty again and can't do anything with him. All right. Back here, so 2. 1, 2. Control. He does take control of this. Actually, before these two cards, sorry. Before these two cards, he does take control here, which causes, what's this one? Koloth to get discarded. Oh, he is going to get the glory. I was saying, I don't care if he gets it because he's not going to have a ship in the discard. He now has a ship in the discard. So he does that. Log the top card of the bot deck. Discard the top 2 cards of the bot deck, which again could have given him a ship. If he has a ship in the discard pile, he gains a glory. No glory there. He's going to gain the glory from there. Sparkly, sparkly. So shiny. So shiny. All right. Now his cards. This is a new planet. All right. So, attack and weapon. Weapon is the first one, so we're going to go with weapon. Junk the most valuable card in the market, ignoring any tokens. That's 3. That's 6, so... He's going to junk that. Alright. Gain 1 red. The bot has 9+, he doesn't. Dismiss the officer, gain glory. Otherwise, if able, remove. Otherwise, if able, you remove an away team. I don't have an away team. Otherwise, gain 1. Hold on. Dismiss the duty officer, you can't do that. Otherwise, if able, you remove an away team. I can't do that. Otherwise, gain... I guess he gains another one. Alright. Because the red was like confusing me. I guess red is me. I have to do it. And if it's black, then he does it. It's my assumption. It makes the most sense. Alright, so... spy, no. Human, no. Attack, yes. Klingon, no. So attack. Junk the most valuable card in the market, ignoring any with tokens. So this is worth 2 to me. He got rid of that card I wanted, didn't he? Yeah, that was that ship. Dang it. These are both worth 2. This is worth 3. Without any... ignoring the tokens, it's still worth 3. So that one's gone too. Doesn't say ignoring any with tokens. It says ignoring the tokens for the points. Oh, no, it does say ignoring any with tokens. Dang it. Stop doing that, Will. Yeah, so this actually wouldn't have came out either. Alright, so the most valuable card without any tokens is this one. And that was for the previous card. This would have came out again. It would be the most valuable because it's the only one without any tokens on it. And then that one comes up. Alright, there we go. If able, return a ship from the discard pile to the top of the bot's deck. Yoop. Otherwise, if able, I dismiss a ship, and we can't. Otherwise, gain 1, which isn't going to happen either. So, that's the bot. Clean up, resolve the Stardate card. So nothing happens on the Stardate card because it's blank. And then we have 7. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, and 7. So the one that doesn't have one. All right, so back to me. Resupply, so I get my 2 latinum. I need to start spinning a latinum. I'm almost at a point now where I think I need to replace Quark because his latinum's not doing me any good. Any more resupply? No. Control. I don't have control. And do my actions. So, we need to get somebody there. We're going to go ahead and beam somebody there for our first action. I didn't get the 5 blue that I needed. Alright. Select a controlled location. If there's 1+ away team and 1+ ship there, look at the top 2 encounter. Oh, this is the one where I needed to. That's right. I need to have a ship and an away team here. And then this would combo. I could abandon that. Is that what I want to do? I'll have to log my location. So whatever location I put them at will get logged. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, let's... I think I'm fine with getting rid of my wormhole. So instead of him beaming there... Oh, but he can't beam somebody there. Dang it. How am I supposed to beam people to other places? Somehow I've completely missed how I beam people to other locations. Because like this location I start with, and I have not found out how I beam somebody to that, or send an away team to that location. Like, so it'd have to be, if I was going to get rid of location, it would have to be one of these two, and I don't want to get rid of those two. Okay, we'll stick with what I was doing. Alright. Actually, hang on. We can do this. We're going to play this for our second action. We gain 1 specialty track for each matching skill. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4 blue. So now we are at 6, which means now we can play Moriarty. It's a free play. Attack play requires 5, which I have. I can spend 2 to either scan for a hologram or an engineer, and I can force my opponent to discard 2 cards. So, do I want to scan for a hologram or an engineer? And where do I want to scan? Let's see here. Allies. No. It's probably going to all be people. Hologram or engineer. There's a couple synthetics which work off of him. I do have Bruce Maddock. He's a engineer with blue and scores off of blue. Rom, which I've already got, is an engineer. I think that's the only one I can get, or Zeph from Cochrane would be the other one that might pop up. I prefer Bruce. Cargo. There's a plasma manifold. That scores off of red. That scores off of red. Which wouldn't be bad. Because I want to get the red up too. I'm gonna kind of stop getting the blue up. So actually I think that's better. I think we're gonna scan in the cargo. So, well, hang on, let me make sure that we haven't discarded it yet. I'm about to say I don't want to scan for something that doesn't exist in there. All right, so we're going to scan in here for the engineer. Need somewhere to put it. That is not an engineer. That is not an engineer. That is not an engineer. Nope. Nope. Engineer, plasma manifold. All right. Go at the bottom, I think. Yeah. And then we scan, which means it goes on top of our deck. All right, so that was our second action. The third action. Put the top card of your put a card on the top of your deck to gain a person. So I could gain Zephram, right? Because he's out there. Actually, he would have qualified for the engineer too. He allows me to draw 3 cards. He also allows me to take the encounters. Warp 2 of my ships. Now, that was if I was going to come back down here. Hold on. And that was the one I said I could get, but I'm not in where I need to be. Discarded 3 people. I don't have that. So let's go ahead and play this for my last action. Put a card on the top of your deck. We'll go ahead and do the draw 3 card, I guess, on top of my deck. to gain a person. We'll go ahead and gain Mr. Cochrane. Yep. All right. Clean up, resolve the star date. That doesn't happen. Add a token. Why not? Discard. Yep, why not? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which means we will get, on our next draw, we will get another reserve card. All right. So, back to him. Resupply doesn't happen. Control doesn't happen. And so he's basically now doing his turn. So 1, 2. Right, we're still at 2, 2. All right. It's a ship, so we know he puts that into play. We know he then sends it where nobody else is. And we know he beams to wherever he has the most tokens. No, he beams to where there is the most tokens. Which would be mine. Hang on, but I got a ship, so he can't beam to where I have a ship. Right? The most bots tokens, yeah. So it's his tied. So if it's tied, he goes to the most valuable. Which this is worth 1 to him. That's worth 1. So it's a draw. It's a draw. All right. All right. Conquer directive. No directive. There's no thing, so it's definitely over here. Directive. Okay. Discard the top 3 cards of the bot deck. 1. Well, that's not fun. Which means he gets another one from his reserve. 2, 3. Log the top card of the bot deck. Gain 1 attack. I don't know what the red is. Bad stuff. Gain 1 red. Take an incident, which for him just goes to the top, doesn't go to his hand. And then send an away team to a neutral location. I don't like that card. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And then these kind of stay in play. They don't do anything anymore. So really, for these, I could just keep stacking them. I don't know if it matters if I have them stacked or not. All right. So now we're going to resolve the star date. So this is where it wants the least valuable to me. So that's 2. That's 2. That's 6. And that's 3. So it'd be one of these 2, and it's going to do the one on the left. Okay. All right. Back to me. Resupply. I still have not gotten Quark out of there yet. I need to get him out of there. He's costing me too much. Do not gain control. So we're gonna stack. We're gonna have to stack his cards. So that's fine. All right. The cargo manifold. I can play just free. I can spend 3 to gain another action. So yeah, that sounds like a great idea. So we're gonna spend these 3, which is all I've got, to gain another action. Actually, I like that card. That's a good card. We're definitely going to play that for 1 action to deploy our ship. Yeah. Oh, here's how I do it. Okay, so the Rio Grande lets me do it because it's in a way, it's a, a shuttlecraft. Is I can play this, instead of deploying the ship, I can play this to send an away team to a location I already have a ship. Which I don't care to do that right now because I'm going to use Sisko to just do this anyways. But that makes sense. That's what it would do. Okay. So that was my second action. Was Sisko. Third action. So what is his ability? Put a ship in your staging area without triggering its play. Oh yeah, he gives me a thing. So I do want to do that. So we want to activate this to promote Cochrane as my new duty officer. All right, so that was a free action. That didn't even cost me one of my actions. So I'm gonna play this to discard this. That allows me to sorry, don't want to discard that yet. I get to draw a card, which is going to be this one. I need to shuffle this first. Draw a card. Then discard a card. So we're going to discard this. We're going to keep my ally. And warp 2 of my ships. So we are going to warp. I don't really want to warp that ship. Can I warp to a location with a... I think I can warp to a location with another ship. Right? I'm stopping them from entering the neutral zone. Thematically it makes sense. Warp. As you place and move a corresponding ship to either a location controlled by you or a location in the neutral zone. Ship may warp from one location to another. There's no limit to the ship tokens that can be present in a location. Staying in place is not warping. So, okay, so it says I can only to a location controlled by me or a location in the neutral zone. Oh, I can hear or here. But I remember something about if their ship was there, right? That warping ships. Dismissing. Okay, so I can. So I can go there and prevent him from taking this if I warp there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's prevent him from taking this one. Because he needs to have 3 more than me at a location. So he doesn't have it. Alright. Now I almost feel like that extra action is not going to help me. Because his card's free. I can take an incident to gain yellow and draw a card. Or I can send a away team to a location. I may spend 2 Latinum to send another person to the same location. And then I log the card. I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend 2. Oh, hang on. I'm going to send an away team to a location. This is where I was talking about here. I needed this to get this card to activate. So yeah. So he works with this card. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put there. I'm going to spend the 2 Latinum to send another one there. So now we're at 2 of the 3. So I don't think I need people anywhere else on these locations. Although now I can get rid of it. Oh, hold on. Which one? I wanted to get rid of this one. Technically, for that other card that I just discarded, I can take advantage of this now by putting a ship there. Alright, so I did that. And then log this card. Now, I can do this and draw a card. Put a card on the top of your deck, which I don't have. Play, this is fine. I will play that to gain an incident, or take an incident, and take her there. Finally get that. Like, I've brought him in and out like 5 times this game. It's like, now he's finally there. Attack, play. Recall a deployed ship, if able. Force your opponent to recall a deployed ship. Ooh, which would make him still not be able to take that one. If you have a creature in play, return this card. What is creature? Creature. Hey, I'm finally going to use the back of this card to see what something is. Creature. No, I'm not. Oh, that's so horrible. I don't think I do. I think I would remember seeing a creature. So return this card means it gets to go back in there. Surprise, I'm not playing surprise, which is basically the challenge mode. So this doesn't take effect. And then special during setup, replace a random incident in the incident deck with this card. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to replace something with this card. I just leave it in there. I think this is the promo card. Yeah, this is the promo card. I just leave it in there. I don't care. So yeah. It's the only play action I've got left. None of my activations require... Oh, hang on. Activate. Put a ship in your staging area. Oh, I don't have any ships to do that. Could have done it with that one. I forgot about that. Forgot about him. All right, that's fine. We'll play that. Recall a deployed ship. So that's fine. Recall means that unfortunately it goes away. But that also means now he has to recall his deployed ship. Which was this one. And if I had a creature, I'd be able to get rid of this. I don't, so I can't, unfortunately, get rid of that. I guess I need to get a creature at some point. All right. I don't think I have anything else I can do. Yeah, see, these two combo. That's the reason I got him, because it'll combo with this. I just need to remember that next time I get a ship. Scientist in play. I didn't put a scientist in play. All right. Oh, I can do this. Spend one to warp this ship, but I need him there. Discard a card to beam a card here. No, don't want to do that. All right, clean up. Resolve the star date. Don't need to do that. Put this on a card. That's fine. Discard. That's fine. And draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's make sure I remember to take away my activation tokens. These, and then this was a one-time round. So I only get to use that once. All right. Control. He does not have control, so we don't have to worry about that. Resupply. He doesn't do resupply. So we're gonna do his actions. So 2 cards. 1, 2. Incident. Gain red. Which is greater than everything else, and send an away team to a neutral location that has his most on it. You, meaning, see, there's it says you. I guess when it says you, that means me. So you may draw a card. So I guess I get to draw a card. Last time I didn't draw a card because I read the you incorrectly. You is me, not the bot. That makes sense. And then return that card. All right, and his other card is, I think this is attack every time we've done this. Junk the most valuable card. Well, you can't junk any because it says ignoring any with tokens, and they all have tokens. So let's go back to our bot cheat sheet here. Select the card from the mark that is most valuable to you, excluding ones with resource tokens. Yeah, so he can't junk anything. That's fine. I don't know why I'm holding on to that card. I keep doing that too. Junk the most valuable card in the market. If able, return a ship from the discard, which he just had, to the top of his deck. Otherwise, I have to dismiss one, which I didn't, and otherwise gain a glory, which he's not going to do. So, resolve the star date. He's going to put this on the least valuable, which to me is still the yellow, so these are tied, and then this one is the farthest left. That still doesn't trigger. Back to me. Resupply. I have no resupply anymore. Control. I do gain control. Which means I need to discard the Reliant. Control, location, no effect, but activation. I may spend 3, well, crystals I don't have anymore, to play a ship. And I may refresh a ship. So. Alright, actions. You may beam any number of persons here from your hand or discard pile. Oh, once I control it. Activation, beam your duty officer here to gain a action. Spend 1 crystal. I have a way to get crystals. How do I get crystals? Okay, here. After I take control location, which I just did. Like, I knew I had a way to get crystals. I forgot what it was. Reaction, nope. Reaction, nope. Activation, nope. Alright. So, activation here. Draw a card. Oh, there we go. So, do I have that combo this time? May play a free business. Do not have said business. Do Moriarty again. I got a lot of attack in my hand this time. I need the red up. I got to get the red up so I can get my thing, right? So we're going to go ahead and get my red up. So let's play her first. We'll gain our 3. 1, 2, 3. They gain 1. And I get 1 glory. Yeah. So this is probably going to trigger. All right. I need to get my ships into play now. Now that I have that, I need to have 4 ships in play. And when I do that, I get to enlist a development, reducing the cost by 1. So development are the cards that are further down, which I haven't even touched really yet. So, here's getting a ship into play. Hang on. Oh, I can't do that. I need to spend 3 to free play him. Maybe I hold on to that. See if I get another... Can I get another crystal? I can do this. Yeah, let's do that. That's going to give me lots of crystals. So, play gain 1. And then I gain 2 for each controlled location. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Six, 8. Is that 10? I dropped a couple. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Nope, 1 short. 10. Holy cow. All right, so now we're going to spin 3 to activate this, which allows us to play a ship for free. So that gives us our Defiant back. So now we have 2 ships. Yeah, 2 ships of our 4. He's a free action. So I can spin 2 to scan for either a hologram or an engineer. If I scan and I cannot find a card, I think I get glory. Oh no, but I have to go through every single deck, I think. I don't know how many engineers and stuff are left in there. So let's scan for an engineer, I guess. Opponent discards 2 cards. All right, so let's scan for an engineer. We'll do person. Hey, there's synthetic. I would have done that. a bunch of synthetics. Holy cow. There's a lot more. There we go. Engineer. So we got Bruce Maddox, which was the other one I was saying earlier that, you know, I wouldn't mind getting. All right. So he goes to top of my deck. All right. So that was free. That wasn't even a play action. So I can attack to gain 1 red and steal, or just basically I get another crystal. You may play a business for free. I don't have a business, so I kind of don't want her. I got her for, what's his name? Odo. Take an incident to gain a ship. I wanted that ship. That's what we're going to do. And then, because I have her for the next time to get rid of that incident. All right, so we're going to play that. We're going to gain an incident to gain the ship. All right. There we go. This particular incident, find and log a ship to return this card. If you have 1+ person on duty, gain an action. Huh. Okay. So I'd have to get rid of my ship that I just got, which is fine. Which would return this on its own. If you have a pilot in play, which I do. Oh, I get to do that no matter what. This is actually a good one no matter what, because I'm already going to be able to do that because I have a pilot in play. And I gain a glory. Ooh, that was actually really good. I like that one. All right. Any activations? Yeah, I can spend 1 to warp this. Hang on, do I still have that other card that I wanted earlier? No, it's in my discarded. So we'll go ahead and pay the 1 crystal to warp this ship to prevent him from getting that. This isn't going to happen because I haven't put her into play. Discard a person to warp a ship. That's same difference. Put a ship on your staging area without triggering the play operation. Oh, dang it, I forgot to do that. Oh, well, now I can do it. I've got that. Next turn, I gotta remember, when I get that ship, I want to do this. Next turn. Gotta remember to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna put this up here so I remember to do that. Alright, so that is everything there. That goes there. This goes to him. This was my hand. This is my discard. My hand is 3. I'm going to discard her. I don't want her. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need to get some more people out of my hand now. I got to use some of these people things to get them out of here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. We're going to go to his turn. All right, resupply, doesn't have resupply. Control, you know, he doesn't have a control anymore. So we're just going to do his 2 cards. First one is attack and weapon. Weapon is higher priority. Weapon, junk the most valuable card in the market, ignoring tokens. Everything's got tokens, so that's not going to happen. He does gain 1 red. If the bot has 9+, he does not. Otherwise, if able, I have to remove a from one of these. Let's remove it from this one. Yeah. If I couldn't do that, he would gain another red, which puts him closer to that 9, but then he doesn't have his duty officer, so it's kind of like a moot point at this point. All right, and then we have directive, which is this one. So directive, discard the top 3 cards of the bot deck. 1, which means he does get another of his reserve cards. 1, 2, 3. Which was his incident. That should have been shuffled in. Yeah, his incident should have been shuffled in, so actually it would be this card instead. That's another incident. That should have been shuffled in. There we go. He should have been in the incident deck. All right. Top 3 cards of black deck. Gain 1. Ooh, that puts him at 8 of 9. It's not 7 of 9. It's 8 of 9. Take an incident. So now I'm just going to go ahead and have him take his incident. That way we can say he got his incident. And then send an away team to a location where he has the most tokens. So now he has control of that one again. All right, which isn't good for me because I'll get 1 glory for it because I'm there, even though it's going to dismiss. But I didn't want to dismiss until I got all 4 ships out. I don't think I can get all 4 ships out this turn. Yeah, I only have 1 ship. So I'll have to do a draw of some sort to get another ship. Because actually, I'm not going to put that ship in play because of Cochrane. Yep. All right. He has to resolve this. Wipe the market. So wipes the market and all tokens. Oops. I don't know why I did that. All right. This little bar kind of annoys me. I want to keep everything straight. It's like, it's very hard to keep all these cards straight. And then we get rid of that location. It's the only one that doesn't have tokens on it. All right. So then he takes this. What is the least valuable to me? Definitely not the reds, 3, so it'd be the 2. Whoop. All right, resupply, I have no resupply. Control, I have no control. Actions, all right, first action. There we go. Remember to do this time, Will. First action, we're going to put a ship into my staging area without doing its playability. We're going to spend 3 to take the top encounter, which is a wild card. That is really nice. Cannot be played. That's perfect because it's going to immediately log it. Oh, that was great. That was perfect. And then this one, after putting a encounter into play. Oh, this isn't going to count though because I can't. I'm not putting it into play. Dang it. All right, well, that's fine. We'll log it. We'll log it. Oh no. No, it's take the top. Oh, this is what I'm logging. So that will come in handy there. Like, take it, which means put it into my hand. I have to log him. So I can only do that once, which is fine. I think that's fine. So do that, although I need a new duty officer. So, who can be my new duty officer? After putting an android into play, draw a card and gain 2. I don't have any androids. When you would gain a card, scan 2 of the same suit instead. But I want to play her for my other cards, and I definitely don't want her. This just keeps getting me Latinum, but every time I spend Latinum, which she does, I guess we're going to do that. All right, let's go ahead and promote Quark again. Quark just keeps getting promoted. Then we're gonna. I cannot be played. How do I do this one? Because this says I have to play it, and I can't play this. All right, that's fine. Oh, hang on, no. Sorry. We got to do this in a different order. Forgot. I needed what's his name and I needed what's his name out still. Dang it. I needed him out first. Let's change our order. So we're going to play our encounter first as our first play. We'll say second because we know we're going to do him next. Because I need to, if I have a pilot, and then I get to return this and gain 1 Glory. There you go. Now we play his ability, which logs him, gets me my encounter card I've got. Then we activate that to put Quark into play. I think we're good at that point. All right. And we're going to play Dax for a third action. And that is going to allow us to gain our lowest. And we can spin this to do it again. By spending that, we gain a glory. I got a lot of glory. Like, this is much better than the last time I played, so I must be doing something right. I must be figuring something out. All right, now, is there anything I can do? I have no more actions. Spend 3 to free play a ship, which I don't have any ships. I got a person. Discard a person to warp a ship. So if I didn't want this to go away, because he's going to get it anyways, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to discard... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and discard Bruce here to warp a ship here. Yeah, I can't do anything with this, but I can discard it at the end of my turn, so that's what we're going to do. Resolve stardate. No stardate to resolve. So these two are going to give me the most. They're kind of the ones I want to go after because my red is really high. So I guess it doesn't matter. He's going to, when he has to get rid of something, if he attacks or if he does his weapon, he gets rid of the one that doesn't have a token on it. After putting a Shady into play, which I have one, dismiss a Klingon and gain another action. Attack, reaction. After putting a Klingon or a Peckled into play, move up to 2 opponent from the same location. Ooh, that'd prevent him from getting it. And gain 1 glory for each. Ooh, I kind of like him. I do need more ships, but this one gets to deploy a ship and go ahead and add an away team. So it's kind of like a 2 for 1. I kind of like him better. All right. Place glory, discard cards, and draw. I have nothing to draw, so we're going to get another new card. I still haven't gotten to where I can get a development yet. That's crazy. My deck is huge. That's a problem. I think I've not beamed enough cards away. I need to beam out some cards or log some cards. And that's a free action on here. I think because I keep using that for something else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's get rid of some cards. We need to do that. Get rid of some cards. All right, so we got our Odo. That's all I was waiting for. But Odo, yeah, here it is. So I need her. I need him to be my duty officer, and then I log the shady person. Yeah, I got another, and I got my 3rd ship. I don't have my 4th ship yet. All right. Resupply doesn't happen. Control does gain control. So gains control. Location. I log the top card of his deck, which was his incident, which is good for me, I guess. And then discard the top 2 cards. No ships. No ships. No ships. No, he's got a ship. If he has a ship, he gains a glory. All right. That was that. That's what happened there, guys. All right, so he has 3 locations here. I don't think it really matters. All right, so 2. 1, 2. I think it's 2 the whole way through. I think that's in between the ensign and then like the next level up is he does more cards. So this is the weapon again. So weapon, junk the most valuable card in the market for me, which I knew he was going to do, so that worked out in my favor. Gain 1 red. So now, if the bot has 9+, and is a duty officer as a Klingon, he has no duty officer, dismiss the duty officer, that doesn't matter. Otherwise, if able, I have to remove a... Dang it. Otherwise, because he didn't get to do the other thing, dang it, I'll lose my away team again. Yep. And then this one is Klingon, no. Scientist, yes. Discard the top card of the bot deck. Gain 2 glory. 1, 2. And gain 1 yellow. Alright. So that is that. Sounds like I got something to clean up later, unfortunately. Alright. So, that's... Well, okay, that stays. Sorry, that stays until this part here. Okay, so yeah. Place glory, there's no glory to place because there isn't any on the card. And then this gets to me. He discards, draws. Alright. That refills to 5. So this will trigger the end of the game. Let's see how we do. 2, 4, 5. So now there are more of these tokens. There were just so many they wouldn't all fit in this one cup. So this has still got more in here, and then this has still got more in here. So if I need more, I've got them. All right. Luckily, nothing gets wiped, so I have a chance to get him. I don't remember what I need to do to get him though. All right. So we know we want Odo as my new duty officer. So let's go through my resupply. I get 2 platinum from Odo, or from Quark. Then we know we want to promote. Quark gets out of there. Odo comes in. All right. Yeah, I can pay these 3 to free-play my ship. Oops, I never went and got the thing. Battleship. Deploy this ship. You may gain cargo. If the cargo is a weapon, it is not. Although I could risk it by just grabbing that, and then I gain 1 glory. Deploy the ship. Gain 1 glory per time travel I have in play. I have no time travel. So, we're going to go ahead and deploy this ship. And I can gain a cargo, so we're just going to go with this one. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. This one guaranteed me a glory. Cargo cloaking ongoing. Play, refresh up to 3 of your ships. Draw 2 cards. Junk a card from the market. Deploy this card. That's a lot. Reaction. After deploying a ship without cloak, that ship gains cloak for the remainder of your turn and may discard a card to send a away team to a location, ignoring any opponent's ship. Alright. So that was this. Oh, earlier, I did it again. When I put her into play, that should have actually given me a glory. Which means this would have been on his turn, which means that would have already happened, and I gave him 1 from there, which would have been mine, so this one would technically be mine. There's just so many words you got to remember and keep track of. It's crazy. Yeah. All right. Play, free play. Okay, find and free play a synthetic. Do I have another synthetic? All right, so we need the Rio Grande out. I know I need to put that out because that gives me my 4th ship. So now I have all 4 ships. My mission is completed. So enlist a development, reducing its cost by 1 for each starbase I have in play. So I have new starbases. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 starbases. So basically, almost everything becomes free. This gives me points, and it's red. I feel like that's what I want to do. I can do the encounter. No, I can't. I can't afford it. Self-replicating mines. No. No. Security officer. Wharf. When you be attacked. No. Discard 2 cards. No. Replay an incident from your hand or discard pile if you do gain a glory. No, I think this is my best bet. I'm going to get this one. So. Alright. Which basically, it was free. So, that was that. That was that. I have no away teams anymore. In game, score 1 point for each of your shady cards. I want him. Do I have a way to gain a person? No. So I can't do this, though. So we're going to play this. Kind of running out of room for my ships here. So, draw a card. We knew what that was going to be. To discard a card. Discard that guy. And then control. All right, move all you over. All right, we're going to play you. Oops, hang on. I also got to warp 2 of my ships. Let me do that real quick. So. Which one of these is going to give me the most points? That's only 1 point because of the shady. So this is better. I'm going to warp both those ships there. All right. Then we play this. Take control of this location. Control. You may find a ship. Oops. We should have another ship somewhere. There we go. This is Reliant. All right. Reaction. After putting a ship into play, I get to pre-play a character, a person. I don't have a person right now. So I can play this. Requires 5 yellow and 1 yellow away. Dang it. Opponent has the most ships deployed. At most 1 ship deployed, which he does. Deploy this ship, then choose 2 of the following. Ooh. Can I get a yellow? I cannot get a yellow right now. Dang it. All right, we'll hold on to that. So my last activation, I need to keep this here so I don't forget that. Last activation, I guess I can do is all I can do is do an away team. Oh, I can actually do Odo, and it doesn't matter. I just don't get the glory, but I get the guy out of my deck. So I don't like this guy. I like him for points. I don't like him for anything else. All right. Can I do any other play? I think the only other play I can do is Sisko. So we're gonna do Sisko. To send this to a starbase. That gives me my 3 ships come back. I really don't care at that point because I've already got my mission completed. All right. Flip over all my action tokens. Take back my exhaust tokens. And then we're going to do this. I don't think I'm allowed to stack them on the same one. Like, because I could just stack that guy up with a whole bunch of them and just take them all at once, right? Let's see here. Beaming, no. Mission, captain's log. Where's that at? Cleanup 12. It's very weird. The index is on the front of the cover. Take a glory token from the stardate, place it on one of the 4 cards in the market. Each card can have any number of tokens on it. Oh, okay. Let's beef this up then. Boop. Beef it up. All right. That's it. So discard and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did get her again. Then we got our spin 3 to get an action. And we will get that back, which will get us our resources. We'll get 2, so we'll have the 3. We'll be able to actually do that again. All right. So back to him. Resupply, no. Control, no. Actions. Oops. So this one is always the attack whenever that comes out. So for attack. Oh. Yeah. That was the warp 2. Attack. Junk the most valuable card in the market, ignoring tokens. That's 3. That's 6. All right. Gain 1. Oh no, hang on. That's not attack. I was. If able, return a ship from your discard to the bot deck. Top of the bot deck. Otherwise, able, blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, gain a glory. And this one. Directive. Directive, discard the top 3 cards of the bot deck. 1, 2. New card, 3. Gain 1. Take an incident. Send a person to a location. We know he's going to have that incident as his next card. That's what it is. All right. Glory, he's going to do the least valuable for me. Back to me. Resupply. I do have new resupply. Draw a card for every 2 anomaly you have in play. 1. 1. Not as good as I thought it was going to be. Alright, so resupply didn't do anything for him. Control. I do have control. That comes back. Discard you. Discard you. Gain you. Control no effect. Activation. Put a directive or security on the top of your deck to gain an action. Okay. So, we will probably do that. Alright, we took control, so we do get 2 crystals. Alright. Maybe. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. What is it? It's probably like 2 turns left. Alright, so we're going to play her. To gain whatever my lowest is, which is yellow. We're going to spend a latinum to do it again. I played her, so then this... Where'd it go? Yeah. Reaction after putting a scientist into play. Gain glory. And then... spend 3 to free play a ship. What do I want to do? Oh, I need an away team now. I need an away team there, and I can't put an away team there. Although I do have this star base now. So yeah, I think we're going to spin 1 to warp this here. So now I don't have the 3 for that other one. I'm going to spend an action here to send 1 here. We're going to play this one here to... Oh, hang on. Before I do that, put this directive on the top of my deck to gain another action. Then we're going to go there. Then we're going to do Strange New Worlds. Select a controlled location. If there is 1 and 1, there is. Look at the top 2. Not that. Top 2. Of course we're going to get Wesley, because, yeah. Take one of those, so it goes into my hand. The other one on the bottom of the deck. Alright. Log the selected location. That means this goes here, this goes here. This gets logged. And gain glory. Alright. Now we have Wesley. So we are going to... So we're going to go ahead and play Wesley. Yeah. Play Wesley. Enlist a reserve or deployment or development. I have lots of Latinum. What can I buy with Latinum? Looks like this is going to be the guy I'm buying with Latinum. So he is 2 Latinum. And then we log this card. Which again, get all those wonderful colors for the in-game scoring. That's that. I have no more play actions. I can play this, but I don't have the 3 crystals. There's 1 left. I really wanted to get that guy. I don't have a way to get him. Discard a person to warp a ship. Replay. I keep forgetting about this one. Oh no, that was new. I just put that out there. So, and I hadn't put a ship out since. So, oh, here after putting a encounter into play, I did. I gain 1. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's game. So this is going to trigger the end of the game after he goes. So, I don't think there's anything else I can do. No. And this is no. I can promote. I could discard a card to beam a card here. Yeah. And this is last turn, so it really doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to take that out. Resolve the star date. Start no star date to resolve. So we're sending it to him. Place glory. No glory to place. Discard and draw. There's no point in me discarding and drawing because I don't get to go again. All right, so he's going to go. No recruit. He does not have control. He only has 2 there. So his first card, second card. First card we knew was going to be the incident. Gain red. Send somebody. Doesn't matter. I may draw a card. Again, doesn't matter. And return this card. Well, that does matter. And then his second card is the Directive. Directive was the weird one. Discard the top 3 cards again. Doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3. Gain 1 red. Which puts him at 12. Boom. He goes up that track. He takes an instant again, so that's actually good for me because that's minus points. And then he sends somebody to location, which again doesn't matter because he can't take control of that. All right. So that triggers the end game. So now we got to do the scoring, and this is the fun part. So we're going to say this is Sisko, and this is what's his name? Koloth. All right. So first thing is our glory. So I got a lot of glory. I should win this one. If I don't win this or something, I don't know what I did, but like the last game, I had like no glory. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, and even 18. 18, 2, 4, 6, 7. All right. Away. Let's get these out of here so they're not. I'm away. Oh, he actually would have drawn 3 cards. Sorry. He would have 1 more card, which would have been another incident, which would gain him 1 more. I didn't notice that last one had him draw 3 cards. He'll send away teams. I draw a card again. None of that matters. All right. Now we do. Oh, what's this location one? Oh, each 1 VP for each. Okay, so that actually did help him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because he had 4 at the end of the game. I had 0. All right. Now we score the in-game. So I have this in-game, which is 1 point for each controlled location I have in play. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the one that's logged doesn't count. So that's 6. In-game, 1 point for each of your anomaly cards. So I know I had 1. 1. Is that all I got was 1? Maybe. Well, this is a wild card, so actually this counts as 1 too. So 2. Yep. 2. All right. All right, so each in-game operation it owns, it gets 5 just by default. So 5. Just 5. All right. All right. Some of the cards VP. Okay, this is the fun part. I do get a lot of cards though, including some minuses. All right, so let's see here. So these are worth... four? Oh. Times the number of cards. All right, so I gotta get these together. I got a lot of those red ones. That was really good, the number of red ones I got. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4. So that's 20 right there. And then 1 times 2. Yeah, these ones only really do you good if you can get a whole bunch of them. And then this is 1 times 2. And then 1, 2, 5, 6, 12. 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Minus 2. Double check I didn't miss any. Oh, see, I should have gotten the encounter, the emissary, because that was a wild card and an anomaly. Make sure I didn't miss any of those. Oh, those are down here. Dang it, Will. That's fine. So 20. 2. Oh, no, this was 20. That was 2. That was 2. This is 26 with the minus 2. All right. Missions, extra missions. We don't have extra missions. So 18, 20, 26, 52, 54, 56, 76. All right. Let's make sure the bot scoring doesn't have anything weird. 5 BP for in-game operation it owns. Scores for its specialty track and focus icons. Not sure how that works. There it is. Let's go to this scoring instead. Nope. 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 There's no scoring. Final scoring. Here we go. Ignore mission score. Ignore missions. Score. Okay, score those normally. Hey. Well, he doesn't recruit that much, though, so it's kind of like... That doesn't make any sense. Like, I didn't ever get a time when he would recruit anything. I guess because he's automatically has both of those. And he takes control of a couple locations that might give him some points, I guess. Alright. So score these normally. He has no yellow, so that doesn't matter. But he did get 5 times for his red, so that's 5 times 2, so that is 10. He has no yellow. He has no blue. Score printed points normally. So 3, 5, 8, 9 minus 4 is 5. And then 1 point per glory. I already did that. 1 point per 2 dilithium or latinum, but he never gained any. So I'm not really sure how that would happen. 5 point per in-game, already did that. Resolve special operation in asterisk, which we're not doing the special. So Yeah, he definitely didn't do anything. So 10, 15, 20, 24, 31? Yeah, 31. So he did 31. So, all right, let's go to our campaign. So what we're supposed to do is... Here. New concept, reinforced decks. Upgrade your decks. If you have at least one card in your deck, you shuffle the additional card in your... There you go. Alright, so upgrade options. Either A, choose a marker card you had during the just finished game that matches restrictions of the opponent you faced and add it to your reinforcement deck. If you have no market cards matching their restriction, you may choose option B. Choose one alternative bonus corresponding to the crew deck you just faced. So alternative bonuses differ based on whether you won or lost. Then a card is added to your reinforcement deck, either mark it or via option A, starts there in every future game. And if you select a bonus effect marked boost, it is resolved at the beginning of every future game. Yeah, so there's a new card called Reinforcement. Where is it? Yeah. So yeah, so it's a new directive, Reinforcement deck. Take a card from your reinforcement pile, play. If your reinforcement pile is empty, draw a card, then log this card. So it basically just lets you pull cards from what we're about to upgrade. Yeah, so we get to add a card from the market cards. So he is, here we go. So we win. Common card types you can reinforce is a ship, or I can gain a bonus at the beginning. So I think we're going to do a ship. So from the market cards, we had a couple ships, so we're probably good there. So I have the Reliant, and then we had this one. Right? Yeah, that's ours, that's ours. That's ours. Yeah, these are all our cards. Okay. So, deploy and warp this ship. This was the one if it was 5. Where I can go to where they are and discard their away team and gain glory. This one, gain glory if I have time travel, or gain a cargo and hope that it's a weapon. This is deploy and warp, so I immediately get it out where I need it. Or yeah, everything else is kind of the same. This gives me points on that red track though. That kind of was good with as many red cards as I've got. And I'm guaranteed to get at least 2. I think this is the better ship. We're gonna go with that one. So this is gonna be our reinforcement card for future games. So there you go, guys. That is that. All right, so that is 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. I don't know how long this game is supposed to take. I have seen Paul Grogan, a couple of his playthroughs are kind of long, but then I saw, I think, Purple Moose, and he had one that was like an hour and 45 minutes. But there's a lot going in to this to figure out and piece together. This was easy, right? This is the ensign mode. In the campaign, you have different modes. You have set phasers of stun, yellow alert, gates of Stovar Car, and the Kobayashi Maru. And depending which one you do, depends where you start. So I went ahead and did the set phasers of stun. So it's going to do ensign. Next game will be lieutenant. Next game will be commander. Next game is captain. There's Commodore, where it has you do captain again. I think I'm just going to do admiral. Whether I win or lose on my last one, I win or lose. But that way I can play an admiral one. And I also know that I think he is supposed to be the easiest. I think Koloth is the easiest of the bots to go against. Because like I said, he didn't gain any cards. So like he really didn't gain any points. So I'm like I said, I don't know how he was supposed to gain points because he really didn't have anything to gain points with. that's that. There we go. If you want to watch the rest of this campaign, so that'll be four more playthroughs of this, including the new expansions. Make sure you hit the subscribe bell notification, come out and chat, join me. Tell me all the things I did wrong down in the comments, or if you come join the live chat, tell me what I'm doing wrong in the live chat. Help me out. If you want to see what I got planned for the rest of the week, well, it's scheduled either way. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm going to tune out in a few seconds. So until next time, guys. Peace.